November the 4th, 2015. That is one of the most important days of my life. That is the day that little old me decided to upload my first YouTube video. According to YouTube Studio, by the way, on November the 5th, I uploaded another 6 episodes of the same save. That's not true. I'm pretty sure that's not true. But essentially, there was a 3-day period. I uploaded as soon as I started uploading. I uploaded every day, and I can tell you, in all truthfulness, within 2-3 videos, I had the clarity, the realization, that moment of discovering the thing that I wanted to do with my life, which I know for some people will never be found, but for me, seeing all my friends, knowing what they were going to do when they left school. I left school at 16 because I had no idea what I wanted to do. My first job was working in a factory welding small metal baskets together for deep fat fryers for £80 a week for 40 hours work. So much burns all over. And I flitted about from job to job for years, never knowing, hating everything, never knowing what I wanted to do with my life, which is, and I'm sure many of you are in the same boat or were in the same boat, and it is horrible, especially when your friends are all got these careers that they enjoy and they're going up in the world. I didn't care about money, but we all need jobs, right? So I've been a mortgage advisor. I've sold insurance. I moved to Jersey and was an accountant for 7 years, which I hated every minute of it, but it was good money. So I just and everybody's an accountant in Jersey. So I just kind of did it. I went along with it. And then I sort of moved to Northern Ireland. I became a bit of a poker pro, online pro for a couple of years. All sorts of stuff to make money. And then randomly, being an average YouTube watcher, I discovered, I'm not sure who it was Golden FM or Work the Space, a random FM video for a game of Football Manager, a game that I've played for 20 odd years. And I was like, I didn't know people watch that. And then I thought, wouldn't it be maybe fun to, make a video? I don't know how to make a video. I literally didn't even own a webcam, microphone, don't know how to edit, record, set up anything, Photoshop, thumbnail, SEO. None of this. I have zero of the qualities required to make, and it shows, to be fair, in the first few videos. But I thought this would be fun, little hobby. As I said, uploaded my first 3 videos, was like, I found it. This is the thing I want to do. This is the thing I want to do. And then made it my mission. Went all in. Had spreadsheets tracking all the other big FM YouTubers and making sure my growth was outdoing them and outpacing them and stuff. Like I said, I've never been a guy. I don't care about money. It's a necessary evil in life. But obviously, you've got to pay the bills and everything. And I never expected this to be a giant thing. I'm making Football Manager videos after all. I would have picked a different subject on YouTube if I wanted to actually make good money. But I knew that this was the thing that I'd found. I've always loved Football Manager. And I instantly fell in love with YouTube. I had to make it my thing. Luckily, I had a very supportive girlfriend at the time, Curly, and she supported me through this, allowed me to pour all my time into creating and growing a YouTube video, which I will be forever grateful for. And it became a thing. And immediately, the goal became, okay, make enough money to pay the bills, rent and eat and stuff. And then any excess, save the money towards eventually buying a house. That goal has not changed. And as many of you know, I might have mentioned it once or twice, I like dogs. They are factually much better than humans. I think we can all agree. I've always been obsessed. My first big school project was one of those little booths at assembly and stuff, was all about dogs and everything. It's always been, I'm a qualified dog trainer and a dog nutritionist and dog first aider and all sorts of stuff. I love it. And as part of the wanting to buy a house, it was, I want to buy a house so that I can rescue, rehome, rehabilitate dogs. I want to have the chance to be able to take dogs that are in pounds and getting rehomed that are too old, that people don't want, understandably, people don't want to rehome a dog that's 13 years old, that they might only get to spend a couple of years with. There might be a ton of vet bills. And I wanted to give those dogs a home. And thanks to you guys, this is it. It's my house. I bought it I got the keys for it a week ago. It's got a nice big garden. I'll do lots more when we actually move in. I'm not moving in for like a month or so, but I'll show you around the house and stuff once we actually get a bit more settled and we move in and everything. But thanks literally to you guys. And I always say this, whether it's a like or a comment, they all help because that's the algorithm stuff. Whether you've sat through a couple of ads, even accidentally, without skipping, whether you're supported me on Twitch or whether you've supported me on Patreon, you have allowed me to make the deposit, along with borrowing some money from my nephew, to pay the deposit on this house. The best thing about this is that I met the most amazing woman I've ever met in my entire life that feels the same as I do, but about cats. She literally is on the board of a rehoming charity. She does a lot of fostering, especially like newborn kittens and strays and rehoming. She is about as fanatical about cats as I am as about dogs. We are literally the perfect pair. And when we got together, I told her about my grand plan, and she was like, yes, this is perfect. This is what I want to do. This is perfect. And so me and her and our amazing child, Caleb, are going to be moving to this house over the course of the next month. And again, it's all down to you lot. And Google AdSense pays me a few £100 a month. But to be honest, the vast majority of this is through Patreon. The people that have supported me, there is people on Patreon that have supported me for 5+ years, and I will never be able to find the words or thank you enough for allowing me to, I've got a cold as well, it's just going to come gushing out if I cry, allowing me to do this. Obviously, this is just step one. I've got to pay for it first. And I hope that you guys can continue to support me. Even if just a couple of quid, £5. I find it easier to ask now. I always have a weird thing about asking for support, because the next step of this, once moved in, is probably to build like an outhouse over here. That's a nice big garden. Is to rescue animals. So I feel better about pushing things to say, hey, look, this is what it's doing. But trust me, I'm not a person that cares about wealth or fine things or expensive travel or anything like that. I'm happy. Like one of the best. This is a beautiful little house and it's got a big garden. But one of the best things is it's in Northern Ireland, and I've lived here almost 10 years-ish now. And I love Northern Ireland. The people are lovely. The weather, not so much. The scenery, they film Game of Thrones up there, by the way, is lovely. But it's really cheap. This house, obviously you guys are from all over the world, so your house prices will vary. And I'll give you an example in a minute. But this house cost us £240,000. Now, still a crazy amount of money to my brain. And I hate owing people money, so that's going to play on my mind for the next 25 years. But £245,000. Now, as an example, I grew up in Bournemouth. My mum lives in the same house that I grew up in. It's a council house, and it's a little council place with a couple of streets, and she's the end of terrace house. It's a small house, tiny little garden. It's 4 bedrooms, but it's all pretty small. She's made it lovely. But if we wanted to buy that house, it would cost somewhere between £300,000 and £350,000. So compared to a £240,000 detached house with a big garden, a little stream there, it's madness. And that's part of the reason why we can even do this. If I wanted to buy this house in the south of England, 600,000 easily for the garden size and everything. Like, it would just never even reach there. But this is a massive step. This is one of the most important things that's ever happened to me. Meeting Emma, discovering YouTube as a thing, and buying this house is... I'm the luckiest guy in the world to have found the thing. It might have taken me 37 years before I found YouTube. Could have found it a bit... could have got on that a little bit earlier, I feel like, and would have been a bit easier. But finding this thing is just amazing. But this is step one. You know, like this is going to require... The actual house itself is lovely, but we're going to need stuff for the animals, a big catio and some outbuildings and stuff like that eventually. The plan is to eventually have a second channel which is going to be animal-based and diary-based and talking about the fostering and the rehoming of the cats and dogs, and we will look into other animals as well and pets and stuff. But we do have, obviously, limited room. And hopefully that will provide more money, because obviously this is going to get expensive. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it here. Don't all cancel your Patreons, because I'll be fucked. But this, obviously, we've got to pay off the house first and all the expenses involved in moving and everything. But our goal is to do a lot of work for charity, and hopefully this second channel will help provide some of that money as well. We will be doing fundraisers because obviously, especially if you're looking after older animals, I'd love the idea of having a small pack of dogs and providing an older dog that's struggling to be rehomed, basically give that dog a home for the last couple of years of its life, so it can live in peace. But obviously we need to vet bills and all the boring stuff and everything. It will be an expense and everything, so that's why the second channel is going to exist. So the main thing I want to get across is what you've done for me is bonkers over the last 8 years almost. But just know that any time you've given me a £5 or a £10 or whatever, or subscribed on Twitch, that I'm not pissing the money away. This is going towards a bigger purpose. Yes, I'm the luckiest man alive to be able to live in this house. But this house has a purpose, and that is to make the lives of dogs and cats better in Northern Ireland, and do a lot of work for charity. And help out animals and stuff. And so just know that that's where any money that you've given me. I am here also... Where am I going to put it? I'll put it there. I'm also announcing the release of a very special product that's been literal years in the making. I literally made these before COVID, and then couldn't send them out because COVID, and then other stuff got in the way, and I'm moving house now. So this, my friends, is a patented liquid hold. Some people call them mugs, but they're mugs. So these are liquid holds. There is only 90 in existence. And along with this is a candle that I made, handmade by my own fair hands. Don't let that put you off. I didn't stick my fingers in it and stuff. I actually, random fact, I've liked making candles for many years. Been doing it since I was a kid, on and off. And as part of going forward, once we all settle in, I want to start a small candle company called Bookie Candles, where all the money made goes towards the animals. Every penny. And every penny of profit just goes towards the animals to help, provide that. And as a sort of test run, and because, you know, you guys are the best, this is a limited edition of 90. It's a set of a mug, liquid hold. God, I forgot my own joke. Liquid hold and candle set. Now, it's not just a cheapy candle, like I've just whipped it out. I did a lot of research into this. It smells, it's like a nice fruity candle. It's reminiscent of like Boss Orange, and it's got a nice scent to it. You'll love it, and it supports everything we do here, obviously. And quite frankly, I need to sell them because I don't want to have to take them to the new house before I get them. There is only 90 in existence of these mugs and candles. There will only ever be 90 in existence. So if you want to support me, it's essentially, think of it as paying for one of them bricks. Each one, it doesn't even pay for a brick, does it? Each 3 of those pays for a brick in the house. But that is a way that you can support me. The link is in the description. I built a little website. Let me know. Easiest way on Discord or something. But my email's on the website as well. If have any problems with it, but it's a way of supporting me. And also, if you want to bookmark that website, eventually once we get all set up, I will start making candles. I'm actually building my own, hand making my own containers with the candles. It's not just, it's going to be good. And the ones we're going to be making in the future are, like I said, all handmade containers. It's going to be vegan friendly wax and scents, and all, like I said, all the money's going to go to show. So, but I'll keep you updated when that goes live. That'll probably be in like 6 months' time or something, sometime next year. But yeah, so I would be very grateful if you could purchase one of the boxes. Does contain a special gift, which if you just order it and you don't know, I can't say what the special gift is. It's not a monetarily high value thing. It's probably like a tenner, but you won't expect it. Let's just leave it there. And if you do get it, please send me a screenshot. But yeah, so one of the boxes contains that. But yeah, a great way to support me. And again, thank you. I know I always hate talking about making money. It's weird because I'm literally making a business where I make videos to make money, but asking for money makes me feel all yucky inside. As you know, that's why I do like very vague, spaced out Patreon updates, because I don't want to talk about it too much, but I've got to pay for this somehow. So, yeah. And also, I haven't done a Patreon update in a while, and I've just checked in to do my updates and stuff, and thank all the new people. But Patreon have changed their entire site, and it looks really weird and different, and I can't find anywhere where I can just see all the latest list of monetary changes to Patrons. So I'm just going to say thank you. I haven't updated the credits list either. I'll do that at some point. Life's kind of busy at the moment. I'm trying to clean up and pack up a house and buy stuff for this house, whilst preparing for Football Manager 24. Yeah, so busy time at the moment. I have lots of plans for FM24, but it's a kind of timing is actually really good because there's like a period of we're waiting for the beta access, right? The early access. So videos will be sporadic, but which is good for me because it gives me a bit of time to start packing up all my crap and stuff like that. But I have big plans for FM24. Stay tuned. There's going to be lots of videos. Finally, this house has taken 8 months from when we first saw it and bid on it to actually getting the keys last week. It's been a nightmare. And weirdly, there's not even been a chain. We're not selling a house, so we don't have to we're not in a chain. The people that are selling it aren't buying another house, so there's not like all the stress of having a chain going on. There's just been some weird, and I'm going to say, excuse me if there's any children present, shenanigans that have happened. This bridge in particular has been a living nightmare. There's also an electricity box somewhere over there that was an issue, and all sorts of stuff that has been absolute nightmare. It could be an hour-long video. So what I'm going to do in the next week or so, I'm going to be streaming on Twitch, because also that's another thing I want to get back into just generally, especially with FM24. So we're going to do a Twitch stream where we talk about the house and go through. Honestly, you want to check out the stream because, the legal battle. Don't even get me started. It did mean I got £5,000 off the house, but we'll get to that. I'll tell you all the stories of the house on Twitch and just hang out and catch up and essentially allow me to get used to doing Twitch again, because I always get a weird anxiety if I haven't done Twitch a while. So I'll let you know in the community pages. I'll post about it on Discord. The best place if you want announcements is actually just go to Discord. I don't use Twitter too much anymore because it's a shithole. So I try to use that as least as possible. So join the Discord. Even if you don't really hang out, you can just turn off notifications, and then you'll see a little number appear to it if I've said something to everyone or made an announcement. But honestly, it's the best place to hang out. It's really good. So yeah, again, I've prattled on for 20 minutes. This is a ramble, so I'm legally obliged to talk bollocks for at least 20 minutes. But I just want to say thank you to everyone that's supported this channel, even if you've never given me a penny, even if you're just a guy that hits the like on every video or leaves the odd comments or even just watches it. I'm lucky enough that I can make the videos I enjoy, and I just enjoy playing Football Manager, right? I've done a few experiments in the past and other videos, and I'll do some for those for FM24. But you guys, especially that support me on Patreon, allow me to do the videos that I'm interested in, rather than doing the videos to grow the channel or get more views or to bring new people in. Because like I said, as much as I want to raise more money so we can do more with this and the dogs and the cats and everything, what's more important to me, because I know my shitty brain, is that if something becomes a grind or that I dislike, then I will fall out of love with YouTube. So what you guys have essentially done with your support is allowed me to essentially continue this as a hobby whilst calling it a job. Because if it became a grindy job, my brain would just switch off. Every report card I had as a child, literally in any subject, at any age, would say, he's a really intelligent kid. If only he would try. And the ones that I did find an interest in, I would try really hard and be really good at. But everything else, I'm just a bit of a broken human being. But this is not news. This is not news, right? That's just how my brain works. And I have tried my life to try and fix that. It's not happening. And it's too late now. I'm old. It's fixed. Set. All joking aside, again, thank you. Thank you so much from me, Emma and Caleb, for providing us this amazing house and this amazing job, to an amazing opportunity to work with animals, which I've always dreamed of. This FM channel, even once the dog channel, the pet channel starts, or the candles start, this channel's not going away. I will do this Football Manager stuff until the day I die, because I love Football Manager, and also I love making these videos, these silly little videos. And I will, as long as somebody wants to watch it, I'll continue to upload it. And if everybody stopped watching it, I'd still continue to do it. I just wouldn't bother uploading it. It would seem to be a waste of time, wouldn't it? And I know I get comments occasionally saying, almost worried for me, because my channel's not really growing. Like, it grows very, very slowly and stuff like that. I'm not a numbers guy. I couldn't tell you how many subscribers I have. And I know I could make videos to suit the algorithm and grow the channel and stuff. I kind of just like I said, I don't want to force it and not enjoy it, and it will come across like that. I like playing Football Manager with my mates. It's you guys. That's how I've always seen it. It's like all of us are just sitting in my lounge, and I'm playing Football Manager, and we're all having a laugh and a joke about it. That sums up my Football Manager channel. But yeah, if you're into cats and dogs, if you don't like animals, most of this video is like, oh, fuck it, I don't care about animals. But most of us do. So get excited about the pet channel. I'll let you know when all that happens. It'll probably be next year. I think the rest of this year is just going to be getting settled in this house, paying for all the millions of things we need to pay for and upgrades. And I've got to build a catio and some fencing and all sorts of stuff like that. So lots to do, but it feels like the step of the journey, right? It's the big step. One giant step. Nobody made that speech before. But amazing. Thank you so much for sitting through this 22 minutes of rambling, 25 minutes of rambling. But thank you so much for supporting me. As always, you have been just one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me. Not only the audience that watches my videos regularly, but so many of those people have joined Discord, and I can just jump on there in an evening into voice chat, and those people have become my best friends. So much. I wouldn't have met Emma if it wasn't for this YouTube video, if YouTube channel. I wouldn't have met my fiance. Everything that's good has come out from you guys supporting this channel. So, thanks. There needs to be more words, but I'm not very good at words if you haven't noticed. Thank you for everything. You're amazing.